Hey guys, today we got a fun one. Kind of excited. We are drawing Jack Skellington. So what you're gonna probably want is to get, if you guys can get some kind of cup or anything. If you want to just do a regular circle, great. I'm just letting you know. Makes life easier. And Sharpie, and the only colored pencils I used was purple, black, and a touch of yellow. Other than that, there you had it. I guess I did gray in there, but I guess you could just use black lightly. So how you're gonna do is get started is take your cup, put it somewhere at the top, dun, 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 and make yourself a nice circle. Bum, 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 bum. There you go. So inside that circle, we're gonna make this big eye, and just making sure it's recording. We are going to make it look like a giant egg. So do one egg, and this egg is going to be smaller, and it's going to be tilting the other way. Excellent. And then on this one, we're going to be making that black, the droopy part of his eye. You're going to come up, stop it right there. And this side, just do another one. Now we're going to do his nose holes. They're going to be smaller little egg shapes. 1, 2. And then for his mouth, come right here, right below the nose. Just make a slight arch. And then it's going to come and go whoop. Do the same thing on this side. Whoop. Then we can put in its stitches. If you haven't seen it, which I think most people have, this is Nightmare Before Christmas. It's all done with clay, and it's a little spooky, a little creepy, but somehow kids love it. For some reason, my kids loved it, and I'm like, okay, should I be concerned? Okay, so now we're gonna do its neck. So his neck's gonna come down and come down. Great job. And I love right here, it's kind of like part of his, it looks like his bow tie or clasp that keeps it all together is, I would say that looks kind of like, I don't know, it's a creature, maybe a fox, a cat, bat. Oh, nope, okay. Just kidding, it is a bat face, and there's the bat wings. Sorry, a little slow today. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna put a line across, and then you wanna put the ears on. So we have 1 ear, 2 ear, and then you're gonna make them come down and then touch each other. Whoop! And then inside, I can't even believe it. My brain. I think it's a cat. What was I thinking? Okay. Okay, you're gonna be making the almond eyes. Right like that. Super job. I'll color those in with yellow. I don't know if they necessarily are. Okay, so you're gonna make, this side's gonna come down to the middle, and this side's gonna come down to the middle. So we're gonna start here, loop it, come down, and off the page. Same thing with this side, loop it around, and then it's just gonna touch right there, and then we'll be having a button right there. You'll be surprised that this is actually a fairly simple, it's not a lot of steps. All right, so now we're gonna be putting his collar in. So you're gonna just go a little bit above where we are. So come down, make it come out, come in, come out, and then it's gonna loop all the way down. So you're gonna do the same exact thing on this side, a little bit above where we are, come out, come in, come out, and bring it in. Bam, look at that. We are on it. And to make it look like the bat, you're gonna come up right where that is, make it come up, and then it's gonna come back in. Then you wanna come back out, come back in, come back out, and then come back in. Super job. So do the same thing on the other side. Start right here, make it go up, go out, come back in, out, in, out, and have it come back in. Super. Okay, now we're gonna do its body here. So Jack Skellington is the king of Halloween Town, also known as the Pumpkin King. So now we're gonna do his body. So it's just gonna come down like this, and you wanna taper it in because he's got this really little waist, long skinny arms, and skinny legs. So this is gonna come out, and then make it come in. Bam. And on this side, we're gonna have his arm coming out. Oh, I hear the trash man. And this arm's gonna come down too. Sorry, a little lumpy right there. Okay, for some reason, I am having an issue over here. Come on, let's try this. And down, great job. And down, whew, 3 times the charm. And then you want to erase in here to make it so it's connected. When we put the stripes in, we'll do that when we do our colored pencil. Okay, now we're gonna do his bony little fingers. So first you wanna do a softed rectangle right here. You see that? And unfortunately, you're gonna have to erase in there because we want it looking like it's going over. And then we're gonna do the other bone, another softed rectangle. When I say softed, that just means it kind of like rounded edges. So when the artwork that they did for this, it wasn't the typical animation where it's drawn or computerly done. This was done by hand claymation. That means they build this, they usually have like metal structures, they put clay on it, and they slowly move the objects just a little bit, each click, every video, every picture they take, and it just moves a little bit. It's very time consuming, and to make this claymation, it took 1 week to do 1 minute. That's how long it takes to do 1 minute. It took, to do all 70 minutes of the show, it took 3 whole years of them slowly moving. Pretty impressive. Okay, let's get his fingers up here. We're gonna get his thumb out here. They're gonna be just like long rectangle, and erase in there so we don't. Okay, and then we're gonna do this next part. And then we'll do this little end. Okay, now we'll do its fingers. So we're gonna do 1 long finger, another long piece of this bone here, and then the little tip on there. Do the same thing again, long, do this piece, and then a little tip on the end, and then this one's gonna be a bit shorter. Same thing again, long, put a little tip on there. Oh wait, the tip hasn't come yet, little tip. Okay, so you would erase in there. Let's make this go across, bloop. Look at that, we just made our skeleton hand. When we sharpen it, it'll look better. So, if you can see right here, it's just gonna come off the page. You're just gonna take this, zoop, off the page. Take this, zoop, off the page. And this other part of the hand, which is going off the page, it's gonna go from up here, bring it down off the page, and then bring it down and off the page. And guess what, guys? We are ready to Sharpie and then color. So, get your Sharpie out, and just like that. Okay, so I have already Sharpied and then double Sharpied. So if you want to take your eraser and erase any lines that you don't want to see, come in here and do that. And now I want you to go and get your, these are the only colors I used. This is it. I've got black, purple, and gray. So let's start with the black, or this isn't gray, it's black. Okay, just go around the eye, just lightly go around the eye. All right. And then you want to come in here, make this a little bit more. And also, Jack has over, so what they do, let's say they have the Jack, the skeleton, he's got this metal wire base and he's all clay. And for his head, they just pop on new heads for all of his face expressions because he's very big expressions in the face. He has over 400 different heads, and with every frame, they can pop on different heads to him. Pretty cool, huh? So if he wants one that he's talking, his mouth's open, it's closed, it's happy, it's sad. It has every kind of expression and some. You can think of, 400. Sheesh, can't imagine all of them, what they look like, okay? I guess what I did is I used gray, but black works. I'm just trying to do it very lightly with black, or you can do gray. You don't have to go so soft. And then I'm gonna go around the mouth a little bit. So yeah, gray probably would have been better. So if you have gray, use that, but I don't want to get gray out of my box. So, and then I just went around to make it look like it's round. Don't go all the way to the edge, but go slightly in a little ways. And then you're gonna go around it. It kind of gives it more of like a ball look, rounded sphere. You're gonna go all the way around, not touching the side, because we want that little edge of white on there. And then, of course, you want to go underneath the chin. Go lightly. And I'm just going to go around underneath the bat's head. And then down like this. Okay. Now you can take the yellow. I don't think there's yellow eyes, but I gave it yellow eyes. Then I'm just gonna be doing, I realized I made this neck a bit too thick, so oops. So just a little bit touch of yellow here. So it just kind of looks like maybe the sun or the moon. I'm sure it's moon because they don't really have sun. Just a little shining right there. And maybe a touch of yellow along here. So it's just not stark white. Just a touch of yellow. See, just a little bit. And then you take the black, we're gonna do the same thing around here. Go light gray. Put some in here. A little bit in his bones. Creepy little bones. Okay, so how I did this is now you are going to, so I'm gonna go along the outside. We're gonna be making our stripes. So we have like our, they're just white stripes. So then I'm gonna make a stripe right here. Zoop. Of course, making it even would be nice, Shara. I know. And then we're gonna make another one right here. So you're gonna be making white stripes coming out and then filling in parts you don't need. I'm gonna make another stripe coming down here. So you're gonna do this like coming out on all of them. So make another stripe. So it's just making a lot of stripes. And then wherever there's not a stripe, you just kind of fill it in. And then what I did is I made it extra dark. So now I'm like, okay, I know where they are. So I can fill them in a little bit more. And then I made the inside extra dark. So inside here, I'm gonna press down a little harder. So it just looks like it's the shadow back there. I think it looks cool. So you're gonna do the same thing on this side. Just make the first stripe along the top. Oh, here we go. See, I'm not trying to make it so it's kind of even. Doop. Color this part in. We'll get another one right here. Okay, do another one right here. And then we'll do one more. It's coming down this one. So once you got the stripes in there, do it again where it's darker here. And then you can bring it out, make it a little lighter. Darker in the center here. Okay, so now we have all of this. So it's like the stripes are coming out ways. So I'm just gonna go through and make a bunch of white stripes. I guess I want them thinner than thicker. course, that one's a little too thin. That's okay. Don't have to be perfect. What's my favorite character in it? Which I'll have to draw. It probably is, I don't know. I think I have to go back and watch it. Maybe the dog? I'd have to go back and watch it again. My daughter's studio did a Christmas play, and it was the night before Christmas, and my daughter was the Oogie Boogie Man. Yeah, that was a little, it was actually comical because the guy that played Santa Claus was like 3 times her size, and Santa Claus had to sit on her lap. It was a little awkward. Okay, so we're still going along, making these stripes. Then what I also did is I'm just gonna come along the inside, make it like a little dark strip here. And if you notice, it's darker in here. So now I'm gonna go in, press down harder in the middle, and then have it come out lighter. So it's gonna be harder in the middle, come out lighter, harder in the middle. So you can do that all the way along. So the drawing isn't gonna take a while. It's maybe coloring in all these stripes. But in the end, it's gonna look fantastic. So I'm gonna do one side, and I'm gonna let you guys do the other side. So it takes a long time to color this in. Because it's the same thing. Whatever I do on this side, I'm doing on that side. Okay, so now we have these stripes here. It's the same concept, except we're making it, the stripe go all the way down the arm. So make that stripe, the white stripe go all the way down the arm. Get another one, and then just as I did, I'm going to make it darker up here. So I'm going to make a shadow underneath here, right along here, shadow under there, and then I'm going to press a little harder along the edge here, just to make it look darker. See how I pushed it harder there? And now this lines are going to go this way. So you're going to make this line. There you go. And what color? I think I just made the button gray. You can make it black if you want. And I'm just gonna color it all the way in. So I'm gonna make a shadow underneath here so you can see the difference between the collar and his suit. And then I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna make the edge black. I'm pushing it down harder. There we go, looking good. Now for the purple, you're gonna end up, see, it just, when you get that purple in the background, it really makes it pop. Okay, so you're just gonna come along here, as press down harder along here, and as you come out, just make it lighter and lighter. Okay, so go around to the whole background like that and finish that side, and you will be done. All right, peace out, happy Halloween.